I want to be the person that y'all could be like, Ak is just putting out information. Okay? I understand sometimes our platform gets in the middle of shit, but I don't want to pick no sides. This is an Atlanta situation, and Atlanta gonna do what Atlanta gonna do. So we are gonna get Pee Wee on here. And if you don't know, that's the guy who, again, they accused Thug of telling on, and they claim, well, he was the one accused of shooting up Wayne's tour bus, and they felt like Thug said too much, or Thug told on him in the interrogation room, or made it hot. I've heard a different story, but we're gonna have you guys really be able to break it down, okay? Also, Rollo. And I've seen Rollo activate, and he's one of the only real, like, I'm going to say real street niggas. Again, I'm not a street nigga, so I can't tell who's real or who's not. But he's one of the only street niggas who's even speaking up against this situation. Then there's Gunna towards the side, who I think Gunna is somewhere sitting back with some mimosas and two white chicks with BBLs and probably laughing his ass off saying, I knew this day would come. Okay? So we're gonna figure out as much as we could figure out, but I do want to give you back some. I want to give you guys some history on how we got here, and let's start there first. Okay. Now, let me try to do my very best in trying to explain. And this is mainstream. Again, for the people who are from Atlanta, I'm not gonna do a good job because some details are not worth telling people or mentioning in a story that someone from Sweden or someone from Philadelphia is hearing because they don't give a fuck. So I'm giving broad details. Okay. There's like an overarching thing that's kind of going on in Atlanta. Okay. First of all, I do believe there's a bunch of people in Atlanta scared of Thug. Whatever y'all want to believe, go with the belief. This is now my personal belief based on what I know. Thug, one of those guys. He's one of them real street dudes, okay? I'm going to be honest with you, and even from what I got from the summation and kind of what I knew behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, I think because Thug and his people was moving like that, that's why Rich Homie's Quan career was at that point. And what I mean by that is that there was obviously some issues. Quan was stuck in the middle. Quan ain't going to war. Thug, he like, again, I'm talking about him. I'm hoping this is past life, but Thug was on some gangster shit and music shit. Okay, that's also another reason I think a lot of these other Atlanta rappers ain't gonna talk about him. The shit that Thug was on, they've never been on. So you can't really talk about the nigga who was really on, who was really like that when you've never been like that. So you're gonna see a lot of rappers you hope to speak up, they ain't never been like that. Okay. And again, this I'm telling you what a lot of street niggas, like some people close to Thug, some people not. A lot of these niggas not like that. Thug was kind of like, well, Thug was like that, bro. That's all I'll say about that. Now, they were into it, YF and Lucci's people. Thug and YF and Lucci's people were into it. Supposedly there was this thing where YF and Lucci's people was telling Thug, yo, YSL is full of rats. Y'all been telling, yeah, we beefing in the streets, but every time y'all go down to the precinct, y'all telling us and we get locked up. Supposedly Thug ignored it or didn't give a fuck or whatever the case is. Obviously, over time, we get to a RICO case where Thug gets locked up. Woody, we find out he had multiple interrogation videos where he's doing the most. Okay? You remember when he was in the interrogation room and my man checked his pulse? That was diabolical. Okay? We've never seen shit like this. Look, Lil Woody checks pulse. My boy was about to look at this. You ever seen a nigga check his pulse before telling? He got to make sure I'm alive for this shit. This nigga had to check his blood pressure. Like, this was diabolical, chat. Okay? This was diabolical. They say he snitched so hard he had to check his pulse to make sure he was still alive. Okay, yeah, he checked his pulse. First of all, I gotta give props to Woody. I didn't even know he knew how to check his pulse. My man checked his pulse before he told. Okay? Then we hear about some other things. there was Yak Gotti, who was signed to YSL, also as an artist. In his interrogation video, he says, if y'all let me out, wait, hold on, is that me? If y'all let me out, I could go get some more information I could bring back to y'all. Listen to this.
But as far as that, I got to get back to the discretion to see if I had to put something together so I can get y'all information.
What you mean?
Like, if I was to hear, like, who did or who, you see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't been around Shannon, who did, none of them names. And everything else, I done told them what I heard. But as far as that, I got to get back to the discretion.
Okay. Now, we, of course, know the infamous Gunna, yes, ma'am.
After each statement, whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
All right, so that was that popular.
Okay.
Oh, it's movie time.
It's movie time now, chat. Okay. Now, again, Young Thug was locked up at the time, but there was a recording that was actually put out. Okay, now if you go to the Academy YouTube, the full video is actually out. Okay, it's an hour and 51 minutes of it's really just pure audio, but it's Young Thug, who was locked up at the time. I forgot what charges he was locked up on. He was asked about the shooting of Lil Wayne's tour bus. Now, if you don't know what that was, Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. We'll find a news article. Let's hear it.
Shots were fired at the tour bus of Grammy-winning rapper Lil Wayne on the 26th of April. Footage from the NBC affiliate in Atlanta, Georgia, showed several bullet holes in the side of the bus, but no injuries were reported. The station said that the shots were fired at the bus as it was travelling through Cobb County, Georgia. The rapper, also known as Wheezy, whose real name is Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., was travelling in the bus after his performance in Atlanta. In 2008, Wayne won Grammy Awards for the Best Rap Album, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Solo Performance, and was...
Okay. Now, there was an arrest that was made about that particular shooting, and this was what it was.
Man who shot up tour buses belonging to rapper Lil Wayne pleaded guilty and accepted a 10-year prison sentence. He had until today to take a deal. Channel 2's Cobb County Bureau Chief Ross Cavett live outside the courthouse with why the DA's tough stance on gang cases may have persuaded the gunman to take the deal.
Man known on the streets as Pee Wee or Roscoe will spend 10 years in prison. The district attorney here in Cobb County believes the gang problem is getting out of control in Cobb and really the metro. We told you about a case last week in which his office asked the judge for a 350-year sentence in another gang case. So it's likely Jimmy Winfrey saw the writing on the wall.
I think it was best for the client to do this and avoid the massive risk if he would lose even on a single count in this case.
Manny Aurora believes his client, Jimmy Winfrey, could have beaten most of the 27 charges in the indictment, But the prosecutorial mood against gangs and gang members in Cobb County is tough.
Anytime you say the word gang and there's an African-American individual, prejudices rear their ugly head, and that's just the reality of the way it is.
Winfrey will spend 10 years in prison for the April incident on I-285, where 2 buses belonging to the entourage for rapper Lil Wayne came under gunfire. Prosecutors say a simmering rap feud and gang tensions led to it. They believe they could pin Winfrey as the gunman. He was indicted on 27 counts, including a rarely, if ever, used charge that references domestic terrorism. The charges Winfrey pled to are gang-related counts. DA Vic Reynolds making no apology for his take-no-prisoners approach to gang charges.
If you come to Cobb County, you shoot at a bus. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but this gentleman shot at a bus over some beef that started in Atlanta. We're not going to tolerate that.
Either you can see the time of day on a 10-year sentence, or you're going to be serving 200, 300, 400 years, as the DA has professed publicly that he would.
Wow. And this is Jimmy Winfrey's lawyer, a.k.a. Pee Wee Roscoe.
Ask on every single gang case.
Well, that domestic terrorism charge was one of those dropped in this particular plea deal. Winfrey.
Now, this was a really interesting situation, Chad. He got charged with gang charges and domestic terrorism at the time. This was in like 2016 2016. He got caught and like sentenced or whatever. But he got he got hit with a RICO then, essentially, because it was a racketeering charge or a corrupt organization charge, I believe. Here we go. I'm sorry. Where's the paperwork? Yeah.
Could pin Winfrey as the
right here.
He was in.
So look, yeah, racketeering. See, RICO, racketeering, RICO, racketeering, influence, and corrupt organization. He got hit with a RICO twice for the same shooting. So the first time was other crimes involved in this. The second time was the YSL stuff. So I'm actually surprised his lawyers never did double jeopardy, because he kind of got hit with a RICO twice. Okay? Now, he went to jail for 10 years. After he had gotten locked up, before, though, he got sentenced to 10 years, Young Thug got locked up, and I forgot what Young Thug got locked up for, but it was something unrelated. He got locked up in Fulton County. Young Thug was in the jail. Okay? I know a lot of people, at this point, we're used to seeing interrogation videos. The reason why there's no video of Young Thug's interrogation is because they pulled him from the jail cell. Now, I'm going to give you details as I believe it exists in the most fairest, I won't say journalistic, but I'm just trying to be fair. Number one, I don't think Young Thug was cognizant that there was a record being made of everything he said in terms of a recording. Why? Because where he was interrogated is not the normal place for interrogations. So probably there was a device put on the table or somewhere on the person of the detectives that was going to record the audio. Now, he did agree verbally to talk to the investigators, but for people who say it's AI or whatever, why isn't there a video? They pulled him out of his jail cell to talk to him. Okay? By the way, for the people who said he snitched or let's not say snitch, but he cooperate, whatever you want to say, and they said it's a bologna sandwich, that explains why he got a bologna sandwich. They're at the jail. It was going to be too much to go get food from the outside world to bring to the jail. Very different than you're down at the police station, which is not the jail, and you're at the interrogation room. They could just have somebody run to the thing and get you whatever you want. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that's making sense. Now, Pee Wee Roscoe was locked up for shooting at Wayne's bus. Now, what's very important, and there's a lot of buried audio and buried video stuff that people don't know or have never seen, because no one cared that much, and I guess it's coming back up now. Without making
Man
this
who shot up tour
sorry.
buses.
Without making this too much of a long, drawn-out thing, essentially, prosecutors, when they showed up to court, they laid out a case that they claimed it was 3 individuals that was responsible for the feud that led to the bus being shot up. They said Birdman, they said Thug, and they said Roscoe, the shooter. They claimed they had phone records directly before the shooting and directly after the shooting. And they believe it had to do with some payment. Now, clearly they didn't have much evidence. Birdman was never arrested. Young Thug was never arrested for the shooting of Lil Wayne's bus. Jimmy Winfrey went down for this alone. He pled out to 10 years. I believe he served about 8 or maybe 7. Okay? Because you don't have to serve the whole time. If you good behavior, you get some time off. So, going back, before he gets sentenced, Thug gets locked up for some unrelated stuff. The cops come and ask him. They pull him out of the cell. Hey, listen, what's up? Somebody said Thug wired me some money. No, and impossible. I'm not here to get Thug's back. Please, please. Again, I want to be fair. I want to be fair. Okay? I want to be fair. So I'm going to give you all the details. I don't give a damn what you say about Thug. If you think he told or if you don't think, I don't care. It's not my concern. Okay? I want to give you details because I'm the guy that gives the details. Okay? So cool. Now, I'm going to give you both sides of this. I'm going to give you both sides. And I wish I had a street person sitting here or there with me that they could kind of give their perspective. Because I'm going to give you the square civilian sidewalk guy perspective. Okay? Because I'm seeing both sides. And whatever you think, you make your mind up. Don't make me make your mind up. You make your mind up. So here's one side. One side says this. And this is going to be the Thug side. Okay? Now, I'll start off before I even say that. I've told y'all, in my personal opinion, the first rule of snitching seems to be if we like you, you get 20 excuses. If we don't like you, you don't get no excuse, and we're quick to certify that you're told. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to give both sides. You guys make your mind up. On Thug's side, and the people who like Thug, the street dudes who rock with him, and Thug himself, from what I've seen, Thug is saying, I did not cooperate. Let me get into some of the discourse that happened today. And by the way, I'm going to be calling Pee Wee Roscoe soon, but also Rollo. Okay? So, a lot of this is cataloged on my Instagram. Actually, before I start playing their shit, let me just kind of give their sides and I'll play the public war of Atlanta shit. So, on Thug's side, Thug is saying, did I say a little bit too much? Probably. Did I tell? No. Why does he feel he didn't tell? His disposition is that if you listen to the full video, and we probably got some time today, we might just listen to the whole thing. It's it's 2 hours long. He said, I was trying to keep my man out of jail. So, yes, I said some stuff to the cops to throw them off. Because remember I told you, I thought that Thug agreed to sit with these people to kind of pick their brain or figure out what they knew. Because I'm telling y'all this now, Thug was behind a lot of shit. I'm not accusing him of nothing, but come on. Come on. This is way before the RICO. So Thug, who think he's a little bit smarter, is like, let me hear what these people got going on. He hears how they're laying out the situation that they only look at him as a rapper with. They don't look at him as guy who's calling hits at the time. So they say, we think Jimmy Winfrey, Pee Wee Roscoe shot at Wayne. They don't really say it necessarily in the interview, but they kind of ask questions around it. I will say Thug kind of jumps the gun, and he kind of, I don't know if he's trying to pick their brain, but he kind of starts talking about it. And he says a few things. I could play them here. Let me play. This is one of the things he said. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Give me a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Right here.
Motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This was in Atlanta, and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This fucking, they done shot at this to us. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block. I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. And knowing Roscoe, man, that man a fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, because every day niggas broke a fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Now, let me pause it and again, by the way, chat, Thug don't pay me. We talked for 20 seconds. He said he was getting on Instagram. Me and him don't have a relationship, bro. I've never talked to Thug. Like, as I said, I was surprised he even FaceTimed me. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? He don't even pay me. We ain't had no talk about it. He didn't give me an explanation. I did talk to mad Atlanta niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. Atlanta niggas is, they are. So, I'm giving you Thug's side. I'm gonna give you the other side. Then I'm gonna play some videos. Then I'm gonna call Roscoe and I'm gonna call Rollo. Okay? I'm laying it all out. Don't listen to me. You're the judge. I think y'all are the judge because this only matters because of what fans are saying. So you guys get to decide. So Thug's side and what you just heard, Roscoe is locked up. He's locked up. They got him locked up for the shooting. Thug kind of realizes they're trying to figure if they could get like a motive or try to connect some shit. He's trying to downplay it like, yeah, I think y'all got the wrong nigga. And that's why Thug thinks he's not telling. I'm trying to protect my friend. I'm protecting him by saying, yo, I'm going to be honest with you. Yo, Roscoe's a scrub. Yo, he be doing crime all day, but like shooting a buck, come on, bro. Wayne from New Orleans, we from Atlanta. He's trying to diminish it. And by the way, there's another part, I don't know if it's in this audio, where he says Roscoe used to sell Wayne drugs. According to Thug, and you don't have to take my word, and again, me and Thug ain't have no private conversation. I'm telling you everything. I know sometimes I might think I'm lying. There's no lie to be told here. According to Thug, and he tweeted it. This is what he said. Because he's talking to Rollo now. We're going to get to that. He says, see, the difference between me and you is that one of your... All right, he says, I made an honest mistake. So he's admitting. He feels like this interrogation video is a mistake. I made an honest mistake, which, by the way, I will say this, and I know I didn't get to the other side yet, but it is kind of reminiscent of Gunna, who said, I paid my lawyers not to have some shit like that happen, and it happened. It kind of was like, yo, they tricked me. So it's like, wait, hold on. Y'all both are kind of saying similar things. Gunna is saying they tricked me, and you're saying you made an honest mistake. What's the difference? That's fair, okay? Okay, so Thug says, I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed. Okay? Now, why would he say that Roscoe sold drugs to Wayne? This is his explanation. He said, I was trying to prove to the detectives that we weren't beefing with him because I guess Remember I told you, he's talking to these detectives trying to figure out their angle. It's like, oh shit, they're thinking that the reason that Roscoe's my man's and Wayne, me and him going at it, so the reason why the bus got shot up, Roscoe did it on my behalf. So let me just act like it's all cap, like we're really cool with the nigga, and be like, nah, why would Roscoe shoot up the bus? Roscoe sells this man weed all every day. Granted, selling weed is a crime, at least at the time, and definitely is in Georgia. But that's what Thug is saying, okay? All right. Is there any more to the audio?
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans.
Okay. Again, there's another piece of audio where he says, Roscoe used to sell Wayne drugs like every day. All right? And you heard, or I just read the explanation. This is what he tweeted. He's trying to say that he was trying to, and I guess it falls under the category of spin the cops, that the cops think, oh, we got the wrong guy for the shooting, because why would he shoot at a guy that he sells drugs? That's what Thug is saying. Now, I know I get to the other side of the argument. The other side of the argument is that, nigga, you should never tell that nobody's doing a crime to the cops, whether you're spinning them or not. I'm neutral. I am neutral. I don't want y'all to think I'm getting Thug's side or nobody's side. I don't work for Thug or Gunna, okay? I'm a civilian. All right. We'll get to some of the Rollo stuff later, and if Rollo does call on here, we're going to get into some parts of this tweet a little bit more. I will remind y'all of this. I did an interview with Rollo. If you guys haven't seen, you guys could go watch Rollo Akademiks Off the Record. I'm going to be honest with you. Rollo showed up to this interview with a motherfucking folder that supposedly had every single document from his case. Rollo has a significant interest in letting people know that he never told and he felt people put smut on his name. This is why, one of the reasons why he's going against everybody who seems to be quiet or avoiding the Young Thug interrogation video, because he's looking at them to say, why y'all niggas not keeping the same energy? Okay? Okay, so let me just walk you guys through this. So I think I've kind of like properly given Thug's side, right? This video, Thug gets locked up, Roscoe's locked up, they pull him out of the cell. Thug is kind of trying to figure out what's going on. He kind of trying to, quote unquote, spin the cops by like, no, we're not beefing with Wayne. What the hell? Nah. I look up to Wayne. I love Wayne. Nah, Pee-wee served Wayne drugs. What are you talking about? Like, he wasn't, but whatever. I ain't trying to fuck up y'all case. And he does say that. If we could go back to it. He says, I ain't trying to whatever about y'all case, but he's trying to say y'all got the wrong man, but he's trying to act like,
this motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This fucking damn shot at this to us. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't.
Now, I will say, and I'm telling y'all the God honest truth. The street niggas who talk to me about this, who like Thug, they said, because I hit them with that response. Well, if he said they said it's Roscoe, ain't that snitching? They said it's not snitching because Roscoe was already locked up for it. So Young Thug isn't bringing Roscoe's name into play. He's talking about the arrest of Roscoe for the shooting. I hope that makes sense. So they're saying when, and again, the way I'm really trying to be so fair and neutral because I got no horse in the race. Nobody pay me. Nobody give me nothing. I just want to be the person who could be honestly neutral and whatever. They're saying you can't look at him saying they said it's Roscoe like he's bringing Roscoe's name up, he's referring to the case that was already public on TMZ that Roscoe was arrested for it. You don't got to take it. You could say, fuck that. You shouldn't have said it. It's cool. All right. Let's go to the other side. The other side is saying, Thug, you know you done fucked up now. Again, I don't know the ins and out of Young Thug and Gunna's relationship. But Young Thug has made these statements on the record. We're going to speak about everything he's spoken about. Young Thug says Gunna is a rat. Young Thug believed Gunna is a rat because he took a Alford plea, but in the Alford plea, he did a bunch of videos, the Yes Ma'am videos, where he's affirming that YSL is a gang, that he got pulled over with Thug, and they got caught with guns and some other stuff, and he's saying it's not mine, and supposedly people in the streets are saying, well, if you're doing all that, you basically just said, yo, I ain't the guilty one, the other nigga is. Okay? Cool. There's the video we've heard.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right? So that's the thing. The second thing is people are saying, if you're upset at Gunna for saying yes, ma'am, in a plea in court, why do you have 2 hours of sitting there talking to detectives? So you could talk to them for 2 hours. By the way, while you're talking to them, you get food. Not only do you get food, you also, and I did, chat, I'm trying to post everything. I'm not trying to, I want you, this is really one of the things, I got so much no horse in the race. There's a part where Thug says, I guess he gives them his number. He says, if you ever need to ask me anything, here's my number. Now, there's 2 sides to everything. Some people are going to look at it who are favorable to Thug and say, nah, he's just trying to, because he was trying to flirt with the female detective the whole time. Oh, he's trying to just act like he's innocent, he never did nothing, and he's a law-abiding citizen that want to help, right? So he's just doing that. Some other people say, well, no, offering your number to the police officers saying they could call you at any time to ask you things, that's a snitch. You guys make your mind up. I don't care. Here's the audio, I think.
Yes, sir. Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number. Whatever.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't give it to her,
yes, sir. Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number. Whatever.
Okay, so he basically says he offers his number to these people. Cool. Now, we're going to get to Rollo. Rollo's like, whoa, this is not, and this is where it gets muddy. So there's multiple situations happening across this the sphere. Rollo's situation is, y'all said I told, when basically I was trying to lie to the police. I was trying to spin the cops. Now, that would be kind of what Thug was trying to do as well. Yo, we used to sell drugs to Wayne. What are you talking about? Like, why would we shoot at this bus? Like, that's entertainment shit. Nobody beefing for real. You're trying to spin the cops. So Rollo is looking at it, and I don't think Rollo gives a fuck. He just wants the hypocrisy to stop, because his career as a musician, and Atlanta turned against him because they looked at his situation and said, fuck what you're saying about spinning the cops. You told. So now he gets the perfect opportunity to say, fuck what Young Thug is saying he did about spinning the cops. He told as well. And if y'all called me a snitch, y'all got to call him a snitch. And that's the problem when it comes to street nigga shit and snitching and beef. Nobody will call a spade because I keep telling you, in my personal opinion, the first rule of did you tell or snitching is, do we like you or not? I'm going to be honest with you. We love Thug. Like, you could show us in 1080p, be like, nah, I don't know if that's Thug. Nobody, like, we'll make up a million excuses. Okay. So, those are the both sides. One is saying, yo, Gun only said, yes, ma'am, you said he's a snitch, and you're saying mad shit, nigga. You're a snitch, too. The other side, which is Thug's side, is saying, yo, nobody went to jail for what I don't know if that's the point, because Jimmy Winfrey did go to jail for 10 years. I think he was saying, I was trying to save my guy. I was trying to make up some lies to the cops to save my guy. I never told on nobody. You guys pick whatever you want to pick. Okay. So now let's get into how it spilled over online. And it's a war back and forth. So it first started when the videos start popping up and people are like, this is kind of crazy. The first person to pop up to try to quell the rumors was Pee Wee Roscoe himself. Now remember these names I'm telling you. Pee Wee Roscoe was the person that if Thug did snitch, he would have snitched on him. Pee Wee Roscoe spoke. Here we go.
What way to break it down? The best way. Hey, man, a snitch is someone that comply with the government that's bargaining for their freedom when they have done something illegal. A statement, a rat, a snitching, it's nothing selective about that. You feel me? If I go to jail right now and I got a co-defendant and they charge both of us with murder, or they charge me with murder but they don't charge him, there's no way it don't make sense. So I'm just trying to break it down in today's society, what a rat is, what snitching is. No selective politicking, man. Jeff clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter weed. What the fuck is wrong with you? What way to break it down? The best way.
Okay. So he says this. Then he clarified again. Says this.
Man, Jeff clean as
Jeff is Thug.
Listerine, man, clean as Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter weed. What the fuck is wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here.
So this becomes interesting. The person that would have been snitched on is saying, Thug ain't snitch on me. That puts a monkey wrench into everything. Now you're going to see some people in the chat, like, for example, Rollo. He says, Roscoe's a whole 305. Now, a 305 is supposedly, it's like a male whore. So 304 is a common terminology that they call whores. Supposedly, if you put it on a calculator, it says hoe backwards. So they call women 304s that are whores. But they've now made a new term, which is 305, that's a male whore. So Rollo is saying this guy, Pee Wee, is a male whore for not keeping it real about Thug because he's just a hoe. Okay? Because essentially, this is the guy who would have been told on, and he's saying Thug didn't tell on me. Okay. Now, there's a bunch of other stuff happening. Remember the song that got played Young Thug diss Gunna Yak Gotti. So there was a song that got previewed, and it dissed Gunna and Yak Gotti. This was it. Says Yak Gotti tricked me for some years. I ain't know he was telling. Now Yak Gotti's spoken about this in a Vlad interview. He was kind of like, what? How did I tell? I'm one of the only people that took the trial to the box. I got found and I got acquitted. I got found not guilty. He was a little bit surprised. Okay? Now, the reason why Yak Gotti here is matters is that Lil Duke, and he's another member of YSL Duke. He came out and he said, I just heard this nigga say I broke his heart. And I believe that may have Yak Gotti Duke. I think that might have came from right here. Might have came from this. It's a Vlad TV interview.
To, really everyone.
Out of trees and all type shit. Snipers, hit me. Drones, hit.
Journalists. So
the source.
The source of what?
Shit, knowing this shit forever.
He definitely knew the shit. I swear to God, he hit us 2 weeks before. There's about to be this big arrest with a bunch of YSL people and so forth.
How he knew that?
Exactly. I have no idea. He told us, and we pretty much just ignored it because we didn't know who he was. People come with us with all types of crazy stories. That doesn't mean we ever follow up on it.
Now, I don't know necessarily if it was that interview, but anyway, he's talking about Yak Gotti. He says, I just heard this nigga say I broke his heart. A nigga was in there talking about me like, dog, we understand you told the cops that was your gun, but why you telling me you gave it to me to get back at a rival, which was in my plea? Those was your words. You're the weird one. So Duke is basically getting at Yak Gotti. So now we're realizing there's a lot of YSL people that's jumping into the mix. We have Gunna. We have Thug. We have Yak Gotti. Now we have Lil Duke. We've heard about Woody. And there's a few other players that's going to come in the mix. Duke also said, he says, why'd you say all this stuff? He says, who was about to shoot the chopper? Shit, he was, which is me. I guess he's quoting Yak Gotti. He said, I can't shoot and drive. P.S. These are not my words. I would never say that. He said, I ain't see the footage till 2023. He says the footage of Yak Gotti. He said that broke his heart. And let me see. I'm trying to get the part where he was talking about Duke.
What about Duke?
All right.
Duke older than them too. Yo ass like to the point like all these.
By the way, these wings was busting. I'm still trying to figure out what place they ordered these from.
Old ass nigga with nothing going on. Like,
let's see what about Duke?
Duke older than them too. Yo ass like to the point like all these old ass niggas.
Okay. There's a couple more things he said.
I don't understand that too. It's one, and that's what I was before.
You can read God's scriptures all day long, but if you at night busting heads,
that ain't what I.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
That means nothing. Most people when they come.
See, my man's so comfortable in the interrogation room. He done ate the goddamn chicken wings. My boy got the itis. Everybody know I'm a fat nigga. I know when a nigga go like this, you know, it's one of those where your head caught back, pause, and it's time to like find that you go nestle your head at the right spot to go to sleep. It's the itis. My boy done told so much, ate so good, it's time to go to sleep up in this interrogation room. That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? Anyway. So that's what Duke is talking about. Okay? That's what Duke is talking about. Now, what ended up happening afterwards, Rollo jumps in the conversation. He gets at Pee Wee and he says, Pee Wee, you forgot this one, pussy. And apparently, I don't know what this is. Oh, I think this is about, this is like some report from the government about Rollo saying that Rollo did not help enough because apparently Rollo was acting like he was going to tell, and then Rollo told him a bunch of lies, and the government wrote a letter to say Rollo is a fucking liar, and he did not help us with our investigation, so don't give him leniency, okay? Specifically, the information given did not help the United States to identify or locate the individuals mentioned in the illegal narcotics trafficking. So they're saying that Rollo gave him information, but it was not helpful. Okay? So Rollo is saying that goes to his situation and story. He spun the cops. He lied to them to throw them off, but hoping that it could help him. Okay? Rollo then got on camera or on video. He said this.
Roscoe doing jail?
He told on the phone. They took his glasses.
What they took from him?
His glasses.
They took Roscoe's glasses.
And he told the police on them folks. And he a great street crip. He got in a fight with the Bloods. He didn't help them folks. He stayed behind the door.
That what Roscoe did?
Yeah, he said, I'm a
Did
devoted
Roscoe
Christian.
tell?
He said, I'm a devoted Christian.
Roscoe used a devoted Christian.
Now, this is another part of the story, chat. So everybody in this situation has telling allegations. Yak Gotti telling allegations. Gunna telling allegations. Thug telling allegations. Rollo telling allegations. Now we're finding out Roscoe, I don't know if I said the name before, telling allegations as well. Here's how these allegations come from. They're saying that Roscoe told in some previous situation, and then also people felt like he told during the Birdman thing, which we're going to get to in a short. Well, actually, we could pull it up now. Let me see. Let's go to my Instagram again. It would be this. So there's a TMZ story where it says Lil Wayne alleged bus shooter, which is Pee Wee Roscoe, goes full snitch. Let's see if we can find it. Lil Wayne alleged bus shooter goes full snitch. TMZ ran this article, by the way. Look like it is the tweet still there. I don't know if the article's still there. Let's see. It is. Birdman should be behind bars. So they're saying that's snitching. Jimmy Winfrey claims in new court documents he shouldn't be singled out of the crime when Birdman's financial dispute is what led to the shooting. Now, that's very interesting, and we're going to have to, I don't know where you guys come with in terms of what snitching is. You know who just uses the same type of argument? Hernandez Govan. His lawyers argued, and obviously Pee Wee Roscoe never spoke in court, but his lawyers filed documents and argued a case for him. So you could tell your lawyer what to say, I guess. But Hernandez Govan said the same thing. How y'all gonna charge me for murder for hire if y'all never tried to charge Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook? And y'all are saying that Big Jook wanted Dolph dead, and I was the middleman. So how y'all gonna charge me, but y'all never looked to charge him? If you gonna charge me, you should have charged him, and he was alive for 2 years after Dolph died. Until he died, y'all never looked to charge him. So again, now is that snitching? I'm a civilian, so I know that's a common defense tactic to say, if this is your story about the crime, why haven't you charged other people? It's the same. Well, Diddy's lawyers never really did it, but he could have done it too. To say, if you're saying that I have this whole conspiracy, why haven't you charged other people that would have been my co-conspirators? That's a kind of a defense. Anyway, because the streets have you handcuffed, that you got to be a real nigga and not defend yourself. His lawyer mentioning Birdman, who was initially mentioned by the prosecutors. It's not like he brought Birdman out thin air. The prosecutors had in their indictment, they called Birdman individual one. But they did not say he was necessarily a co-conspirator that's going to be charged. So Jimmy Winfrey, Pee Wee Roscoe's lawyer, was saying, well, Birdman should be charged if you're going to charge me. Some people say that's snitching. Again, chat, I got no horse in the race. You guys make up your mind. Okay. So let's go back. So now, everybody in this situation got snitching allegations. Gunna, Thug, Yak Gotti, Lil Duke, Rollo, Pee Wee Roscoe. We have 6 people who have snitching allegations now.
Roscoe say he was a devoted Christian. Yeah, so he get online with all this. Always got another dude money in his hand. Always got another dude stick in his mouth. Like, why these niggas get online and don't come outside? They never come outside. You gonna put me in this. I ain't got nothing to do with home. Nothing to do with home. I ain't even went up. Now keep that same in.
By the way, I want to correct, and yes, I can correct one of the pages that's down with the gang, because I just seen this caption. It says, breaking, Akademiks has received intel from high-ranking street gangsters that clears Young Thug. I don't want to say that. I want to say, this is my personal opinion. Street niggas in Atlanta, unless they're beefing with Thug, they're standing with Thug. I'm not saying it clears them. You could make up your mind on what you think snitching is, or if you're street dudes, you can say whatever. They're not turning their back on Thug. Very different from Gunna. Gunna isn't, he had to abandon the streets. He got some street niggas around him, but he had to take them niggas and go do some other shit. Thug, a lot of the street dudes are still communicating and saying, we're fucking, that's our guy. Which means, I'm taking it to mean this. Whether y'all think he snitched or not, they're going to rock with him. That's very different. We haven't seen this before. Because if you believe someone told, you think everyone's going to isolate themselves from that person. I'm telling you, the majority of street dudes I've spoke to in Atlanta, they fuck with Thug. Now, maybe that goes into what I'm saying. Snitching is all about who did it. It ain't about what you did. It's about who did it. Thug is that guy. Niggas ain't gonna switch on Thug. Now, if Gunna did what Thug did, Gunna's out of here. Personal opinion, that's fine. But Thug's a different case. So I'm not saying Atlanta niggas or Atlanta street niggas are clearing Thug. I'm just saying unless they're beefing with them or they've never seen eye to eye with them already, they're standing with Thug as if this shit don't mean nothing. The internet cares about this more than the street niggas that have no problem with Thug. That's the feeling I'm getting. So this is an internet issue. It's not like street niggas in Atlanta are like, oh, do we still fuck with Thug? So what does that mean? Not only street niggas gonna fuck with Thug, the rappers that you think are street from Atlanta, I think they all will rock with Thug regardless. I think Le Bebe, nothing has changed. 21, nothing has changed. Guwap, nothing has changed. Whatever gangster rappers that you believe have emanated from that Atlanta region, if they had a positive relationship with Thug, they are going to look at this not from the internet perspective of rage baiting and whatever. They're looking at it from, do we fuck with this dude? They rock with him. It's going to mean nothing. And that's why I personally believe, honestly, I think Thug just got to ignore this. He's not gonna. Like, Gunna don't, like, you see when Gunna go to Atlanta, he makes a huge video about it. Yeah, I went to Atlanta and I had 15 cars back to back. Because it's a spectacle for you to go. Because you know you're not really welcome there anymore. Just saying. Okay? Let me keep playing this.
Energy that y'all did to everybody else to him. Hey, you talking about? Get online talking about Rollo. Nigga, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Zero. Zero. What the hell I got to do with that? What Roscoe doing in jail?
He told on the phone. They took his glasses.
What they took from him?
His glasses.
They took
By
Roscoe.
the way, shout out to Rollo. Rollo watching right now. Rollo said, "Act. Let me know when you're ready for me to call up." Rollo, Rollo's not playing, man. One thing I realized about Rollo, and I do think this is the difference between him and Gunna. I think Gunna took his L or whatever, and Gunna just went over to the side because I don't know Gunna like street background or whatever the case is. Gunna seems to be okay with getting out of the way. Rollo looked like whatever he done did in his life, his reputation means everything to him. I've been seeing Rollo damn near ready to crash out over his reputation. It's not even about money. It's about his reputation and dirt niggas have put on his name. So, trust me, Rollo's ready. That nigga is ready, okay? We're going to try to do this orderly. Let me run through this quicker because I want to get these guys on. Okay. So,
I mean, mess so y'all know I ain't going. You ain't gotta respect me, but you ain't gonna disrespect me. I bet you ain't been a day a dude came up on me and called me a rat in my face. You know, we crashing out. What we doing, huh? We crashing out. I wasn't even finna say nothing about Wham. I wasn't saying nothing about Thug. I wasn't saying that. I was keeping my mouth closed, staying out the business. But y'all on here playing.
Now, this was interesting. I actually thought nobody from Atlanta was gonna speak about Thug. And I think that Rollo wasn't trying to speak about Thug either. But what happened was, of course, he's watching the hypocrisy, and I think he took aim at Pee Wee Roscoe, and he seen Thug mention a tweet that was kind of like throwing a little bit of shade, so he had to address Thug, or else he was going to look like a sucker. But I don't even think he was going to call out Thug. I think he was just going to stay out of that. You get what I'm saying? He was just going to call out the other niggas who are hypocritical who called him out. You get what I'm saying? But now, you know, and him and Thug went back and forth. We'll get into that in a second. Let me just finish playing this.
And he type game. Now, if I posted this video or audio of this man saying he never said I told on him, what y'all gonna say then? I wonder, is the world gonna say they sorry? You think Baby J gonna say she's sorry? No. First thing Baby J gonna say is, Rollo must have paid Freckleface Sean to say that. Oh, with 10.
Now, that's where it also comes in. The reason why Rollo cares about this, apparently the person that he told on has came on record to say, Rollo never told on me. Isn't it ironic and a little bit, it's mirroring what's going on with Thug? Because Pee Wee Roscoe is saying, Thug never told on me. However, people, or some people, not everybody, looked at Rollo as, nah, nigga, we don't care what that person said. You probably paid him. You a snitch. So they're all looking at these people who made those determinations to say, are y'all going to say the same thing about Thug?
1090 Jake went up, go what they said. Rollo must have paid 1090 Jake. I like sitting down on them niggas $1. King y'all, nigga, I lied to the police. Y'all nigga got me messed up. Y'all know I ain't going. Ain't now. Some of y'all told the truth. Yeah. Around here playing. All these niggas playing, man. What qualifying you niggas to be street niggas? Cause y'all ain't made no money out the streets. All y'all niggas getting money off the industry. And that's cool. It's cool for a nigga to get some paper out of the industry. Some of y'all told the truth.
Okay. So then what happens, which Roscoe doubles down.
Man, y'all need to sit down. I'm just gonna give y'all a glimpse of it. I'm gonna show y'all who the rat show. Y'all, if I put out my picture, I have $1 million, man.
So Pee Wee says, why y'all looking at Young Thug to be the rat? Let me show you the real rats in Atlanta. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Pee Wee's phone or his camera roll was like, it was like the DA's office. He had paperwork on everybody. Look at this shit.
You hear me? Come on, this shit from way back then, but I'm just gonna give y'all a glimpse of this shit, man. Uncut raw. Yeah, when they wondering where I was at, did what I was doing. You understand me? In Mexico. Yeah, that's where I was at. Come on, man, y'all niggas done went crazy. Let me see this paperwork. I'm just gonna give y'all glimpses of this shit. You heard me? I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse of it. Hold on. Okay, who is this? That's one of them, nigga. Come on, man. What the hell wrong with you? Okay, that's Davis. That's Prophet Davis, who worked for
I think that might be Rollo.
the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Yeah. This when I seen the trick on the run and surrounded this bitch ass. Yeah. Hold on. Then when I caught you at Metro pop-up, when you doing all that capping, come on, man. Cap ass nigga. Hold on, man. Keep coming in my page. Yeah, y'all know we were having paints before they knew what paints was, okay? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, hey, I'm finna give it to you. I'm finna just give y'all the gun tomorrow, the paperwork party. Overly. But I'm just going back in history. Come on, man. I'm just gonna go back in history. Hold on. Trick.
That's Sergio Kitchens, a.k.a. Gunna.
Here another rant.
You disloyal fuck nigga. Rolling his grave. Your car removed, dislodged Gunna.
Another one. Hold on. Oh, there go this paperwork. Hold on.
They got Gunna's paperwork on it.
What name this is? That winner. Okay.
Sergio Kitchens.
Okay. That's winner. This the one y'all want to see right here, right? This is the one who keep playing them blogs. Okay. That's the day the trick took the deal.
Now, this is Sergio Kitchens, and they're saying that they believe that Gunna's paying blogs to try to make Thug look like a stitch.
Yeah. So, I'm going to get it to you wrong. I got what they want to see. You understand me? I ain't going to go back and forth with y'all, nigga. Since y'all want to play the game, y'all finna show the game. Yeah, that's how I was living on the run.
Okay. Rollo is also in the comment section here. He says, yo, we got to go make a GoFundMe for him, man. He's a struggling old man that go to his disability check got cut off for dick riding. Okay? Now, some other people jumped in the group chat. YSL Mondo and Woody, they actually spoke up. This is what Mondo said. And you guys let me know how you feel about what he said.
A nigga just beat a motherfucking a Rico. Nigga come home, still talking about, oh, nigga ratted, nigga a rat, nigga da-da-da. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your ass, bro. Cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a Rico and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that.
Now, I got to give context to everything, chat, because unless you're really like tuned into this YSL stuff, you might not know. YSL Mondo, him and Thug, he's kind of known colloquially as the co-founder of YSL, but he hasn't seen eye to eye with Thug in a while, right? So if you're wondering why there's a YSL dude calling out Thug, they haven't seen eye to eye, and I think YSL Mondo, he said that Thug cut him off because he booked a fake show for Jay Prince. So apparently, let me see, Jay Prince. Apparently, he booked a fake show.
Like, I'm just trying.
He booked a fake show. Look.
Really taking no money out of my brother's pocket. I'm not even finna sit here and like, this just me being real.
Yeah.
And me being under. I don't give a fuck nobody even feel about me even saying this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what.
So apparently, he tried to finesse Jay Prince for money to book Thug for a fake show. Thug figures it out like, yo, one of my YSL guys is trying to get somebody to pay me for a fake, or is trying to finesse money from somebody I guess maybe I got to work with later, for a fake show, and he cuts him off. So they don't see ite to eye.
Truly,
And so he got heated about that.
Yeah, bro, and I didn't even get nail beaten from it. I didn't actually do it. I was in the process of doing it. I didn't know.
You talking about the fake show?
Jay Prince, these folks reached out to me. I really don't even want to say the lady name, but somebody reached out to me because they know I be around.
Right.
And they were like, hey man, Jay Prince, I'm trying to book, bro. See, can you put it together? And I'm like, hey man, I'm finna work my move. I'm fresh out of prison.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is why I'm doing this though. I shouldn't.
And this is a theme you're gonna get consistently coming up. He's basically saying, yeah, I did try to book a fake show, but I ain't had no money. I just got out of jail. Like, but the bigger problem is, why did I have to even do that to go get some money? So that's a problem already. Okay, but he's now speaking out, and you can tell he don't fuck with Thug. Here he goes.
This, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and brought your bitch in the ass. But that ain't the key. The thing is too though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on the bitch talking about, and y'all heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers talking about AI. It did that and the third. And, oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about a nigga like Gunna ratted from saying yes, ma'am, You mean to tell me this not making a nigga a rat by saying shit? They said Roscoe shot the bus up. And then a nigga like Roscoe did 10 years behind this shit. And you just got on the internet tomorrow. A nigga didn't rat on you? Boy, your ass so brainwashed, it's sickening. Y'all niggas need daddy figures, and y'all niggas be sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around. Maybe a nigga put me on. Maybe a nigga I can get some out of nigga or something did that. Like, it's so gay and weird to me, but y'all be coming on y'all be on my ass about being a real nigga. Rich, I'm not studying the internet, but I'm just letting y'all know how brainwashed and weird the world and the internet is, y'all. Come on, my brother. Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind this shit. Roscoe, you did 10 years behind it, brother. And you just come on the internet and say a nigga didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times? You feel me? Hey, bro, my kids are hungry. My lights finna get cut off. I'm finna get put out. Can you help me? I bet y'all can't even call Buddy phone, but y'all today, a nigga wouldn't even give a damn. Y'all have to start a GoFundMe. I seen a lot of y'all niggas, I hate to say it like this, a lot of people have died who I thought had a little something going and had to go GoFundMe. That's not cool, y'all. That's embarrassing. Y'all be on them motherfucker around rich niggas, around these rap niggas and shit like that. Something happen to you. You start a GoFundMe. Your people gotta go start a GoFundMe. Like, bro, y'all niggas are so weird, bro. Y'all niggas, this shit is weird, bro. We need to start talking like, y'all niggas is really, like, gay, bro. That's gay to me, twin. Y'all niggas are sitting back waiting to be took care of like how a bitch. You know how bitches be out here scouting for niggas who got money? Y'all niggas out here scouting for niggas who got money, so hoping and praying that they gonna take care of y'all like a bitch. That's what hoes do, twin. Bitches do that. Thought bitches. Y'all niggas are new thoughts. Y'all niggas on this internet are the new thoughts. Facts. Y'all niggas are the new thoughts. And then you had a nerd talking about Rollo and this, that, and the third. Rollo taking care of his community. Rollo building. What y'all niggas done did for the community? I ain't seen y'all niggas at no schools. Y'all niggas doing shit like that because you on community service and shit. Y'all got to do that. Niggas like me walking into schools because I want to do that. Niggas like my boy Takeoff. Man, do it. Look like I give a damn about being left all bad and bullshit, man. Come on, man. Clothes on. I'm in my whips. I'm having my bankroll. This ain't another nigga shit. Point blank, period. So I can't be too mad. Y'all talking about I'm mad I ain't round Buddy. Or Buddy, you mad, then and third. I don't want to be round Buddy. Thank God I ain't round Buddy. Cause get what? I would have been caught up in the motherfucking Rico and some more shit. Nigga probably would have lost their life or did some goofy shit around the motherfucker behind Buddy, man. Come on, man. I don't give a damn. Don't get mad at me. Come on, the motherfucker keeping it real. Come on, man. A nigga just beat a motherfucker.
Okay. Rollo jumps back in again. It says the difference is Rollo lied to the police. They told the truth. Charleston White jumps in. He says, I thought street niggas didn't talk to the police. Whatever happened to I want a lawyer present. Woody actually tries to come with some voice of reason, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Let me see if I can. I'm going to try to see if I can get. All right. I'm going to see if I could get. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can get Roscoe on the phone. That would be good. I did hear there's a, if I didn't do a good job explaining really both sides, I'll play a video real quick, or I'm not playing the whole thing, that hopefully could give some context.
Wayne never said it to the world.
So you feel
Clean as Listerine.
That's
okay.
I was like, because we started a little organization called Free Carter 5, meaning bring it out.
I mean, he is yapping. He is talking a lot about Birdman and Wayne's situation. But is this incriminating them in any crimes yet? Not really. I mean, I'm 40 minutes in. I haven't seen him incriminate anyone in a crime yet.
You said you came to talk about Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the whole background between Roscoe and Lil Wayne and all that.
You want me to tell you honest? This is honest God truth.
Uh-oh. Honest truth.
This motherfucker is... These niggas... These niggas they're like brothers more than Birdman and Wayne.
They doing what now, brother?
I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more
than...
than...
These niggas used to bring Wayne his drugs. Like, trust them. I don't know what the fuck happened with them fools. Cause the night with the shit when Lil Wayne too was that got shot up on Expressway or some shit.
Yeah, that's what happened in Cobb, yeah.
Yeah, that happened at the club in Cobb. I was in New Orleans.
The club was in Atlanta, but it happened in Cobb. Yeah.
Shooting or some shit, right? Yeah. Roscoe locked up for it. Yeah. I had got some Stoner, free Roscoe Stoner shirts. Free Roscoe.
So what I think his technique here is, a lot of people hear that and think it's snitching. What I think he's doing here is trying to pull Roscoe out of the fire a little bit. He's saying they were close. I don't know what happened. He never once said he did it. I heard he did it or something like that.
New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga fucking damn shot at this nigga tour bus. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I ain't finna.
Okay, so there we go. They say an N-word shot at the tour bus. I don't know who the fuck did it. They said it was Roscoe. A lot of people would hear that on Twitter and Instagram and think he's saying that some people in the street said it was Roscoe. He's a snitch. Roscoe's already fucking arrested. There's more context that people don't know. This is from 2015. Roscoe's already arrested and charged.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get Roscoe on the phone.
Welcome to Verizon
Oh, what the fuck? I was gonna be like, tell me Roscoe ain't paid the bill now.
He's saying they is in the media.
Let me try to get a hold of him.
And the police. They. That's the media and the police.
I don't want to like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
This idiot did it. This idiot paying for it. If the idiot didn't do it, he's gonna be fucking home.
Yeah.
But just knowing Roscoe, man, that man a fucking scrub.
He didn't say strong. He said scrub, I think. But he just said, I don't know who did it. I don't want to block your case. I don't know. He has not named Roscoe as the shooter yet.
That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, because every day niggas broke a fucking ball.
I don't know, because every day N-words break the law. I think he's saying in general, I don't know. Because every day people be breaking laws. I don't know who did it. I don't think he's named Roscoe once and identified him as a shooter.
When that nigga 2 bucks got shot at, I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
What, man? They were booming me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That nigga really got the world like we beefing with each other.
So he's saying when Wayne got shot at, I was getting booed at in New Orleans when I was there because they were there at the same time. And the shooting was in Atlanta. So it sounds like Thug is separating himself from the incident and he's trying to separate Roscoe from it a little bit. He's saying he doesn't know, not identifying him as the shooter.
Hypothetically, why would Roscoe do that? If he did it, why would he do it? I mean, hypothetically, like.
You said why?
Yeah, like what's his beef with him? I mean, if they're boys, I mean, why? I mean, I just don't. It don't make sense to me. Like, I understand Birdman and Lil Wayne got beef over money, but what's Roscoe got to do with any of that shit? I don't know.
Damn sure that's a hell of a fucking question. I never even thought of. It's so everything's moving so fast with that shit with Birdman and Wayne to the point where I ain't even never thought like, what the fuck is Roscoe doing? But I talked to Roscoe on the phone. Roscoe, I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? You alright? He like, bro, I promise to God I ain't do nothing. I ain't shoot no motherfucking gun at nobody. I'm like, you sure, bro? He like, I promise. I'm like, okay. And then, you know, the internet was like, Roscoe shot at him because of Young Thug. So all the promoters like, they stopped the shows and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Folks stop my show. I have 6 kids. I feed my family. I don't know.
Just what the beef was about.
Just being honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, man to man and man to woman. I really, honestly, but I just can't. I'm grown, so I'm not butting no nigga business. But I just can't sit and say, Roscoe, like, he really like a cool, Roscoe the kind of guy you can goddamn like slap and he'll like cry. So I really was like, but I'm still not getting that business and saying
So
Roscoe ain't doing that.
So Roscoe and Wayne got beef?
Fuck no.
No.
We kind of downplaying Roscoe's involvement here. Him saying they don't got beef is him saying he's not the one that did it.
When they was in the club, this nigga, when Roscoe was outside, the police had him detained outside of the
What
club.
club?
You talking about Atlanta? You talking about Atlanta?
Here. This happened here?
Yeah, it was here.
You talking about Compound?
Compound. Okay. Go ahead. I'm
The
sorry.
club Wayne was at? When they said, this is what I heard in the streets, the police had Roscoe detained because I guess Wayne was there. Wayne was coming to do a show and they was like, they don't want Roscoe to meet up. Roscoe is, I know Birdman, Roscoe know Birdman. Everybody, I brought Birdman to Atlanta. Birdman met everybody in Atlanta. Birdman is like cool in Atlanta. He's cool now. So everybody knows him. So they was at the door like anybody that know Birdman cannot come to this club. And Roscoe went to the club. But Roscoe know the owner. Him and the owner got relationships. And he was telling Roscoe like he couldn't come in. But Wayne walked past and he was like, "What's up, Roscoe?" But I don't know how true it was. I just heard it. You know, you hear a lot of shit in the street. You heard they said Roscoe my manager, Roscoe my road manager, Roscoe my brother. My mama had no damn Roscoe.
Yeah.
Roscoe.
Let me ask you this, because we gotta go. Why would Roscoe say you told him to do it, the shooting?
Roscoe ain't said a damn thing.
You sure? How do you know that?
They're saying there is footage of Young Thug allegedly telling, I don't know what is considered telling and what's not considered telling in the streets anymore. Sometimes they just speak and they're just saying whatever, but it's not true. And people say if you say anything at all, it's telling. You never know. But what X said is also true. If you're liked, you're not a snitch. If you're not liked, you're a snitch. So you just gotta wait and see. This isn't gonna get bigger or anything. Too many people like Thug. Thug influenced, like, he's basically like, I don't know. He's like on Future's level of like influence, like the Uzis, the people like that, like little babies, like all of Atlanta basically. Him and Future are like neck and neck. I say Future is bigger, like song wise and all that stuff, but influence wise, Thug is definitely up there. He started all the, feel me, yeah. But it's your boy Big A. Please make sure you like and subscribe and let me know how you guys feel about it.